you guys can see this, but this is how long it's been since I made a vlog. Look how dusty that is. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty bad.
Missing someone with all your missing someone.
What's up, guys? So before I can even start this video, I need to go do what I need to do at the gym so I can actually feel productive and feel good about sitting down and talking to you guys and put my mind at ease. So I'm gonna go to the gym and do about 20 minutes on the bike. Probably 20 minutes. So I'm getting my cardio in and my legs. That's how I like to do my leg day, kind of. Or if I'm not doing the bike, I'll do calisthenics, because I really hate using barbells or just weights to do legs. Like, I hate doing legs, honestly, but so I like to get my, work my leg muscles by going on the bike for like 20 minutes, and I get that nice pump and like tightness in my legs that I really like. So right now I look like a bag of ass.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Sorry, I just rolled out of bed, and I'm being very lazy today. I'm on a 96 right now, so in the military, when we say 96, we mean like 96 hours. We have a 4-day weekend pretty much for Memorial Day. So yeah, so it is currently 14:32, so I will be back in like an hour, I want to say. It's not going to take me a whole hour, but yeah. So let me change over, go brush my teeth, and do this hair, because like I said, I just rolled out of bed, so let's go. Alright, YouTube, changed over in my gym clothes, teeth brushed, hair did, all that crap. Feeling clean and fresh just to go to the gym and get dirty again and sweaty and gross. But yeah, so and then I'll come home and get clean again. So trying to decide whether I want to bring you guys with. I like the idea of bringing you guys to the gym with me, because just so you guys know I actually do what I'm saying I'm gonna do.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this is the natural pre-workout, baby. Girl, what is wrong with you? There we go. Alright, turn on. Yeah, I got some trail mix. It's like all seeds now. There's like no raisins, and it's just really sad trail mix. I just dropped seeds everywhere. What's up, guys? I'm back from the gym. Got my uniforms right here. I'm currently walking to right outside the gate. There's this little place called Mr. Kim's. And it's this Korean man who has like Korean little souvenirs, and he also tailors uniform items and sews on chevrons and stuff. So I'm going to get my Lance Corporal chevron sewn on finally after 3 months of being a Lance Corporal. Do not be like me in that sense.
That's all you needed?
Yes, sir. 2 long sleeves and two short sleeves, and then both these jackets.
Long sleeve don't need alteration, right?
No.
Okay.
So I'm out here, guys, try to find a spot where I could be away from people and just talk to you guys. I wanted to come outside, so I'm not just making a video in my room, and like that's just depressing, So actually PMO, which is military police, they just were doing patrols, and they drove past me and were like, "You doing all right?" Because nobody comes to this side of the base except training Marines, and he's just wondering if something was wrong with me or something. I'm just like, "No, I'm coming out here to do a video, just want to be away from people, And he's like, "Sweet, cool, right on." Alright, guys, so this video is going to be 20 tips I have for you guys for the United States Marine Corps recruit training or boot camp. I am a female, so this is in a female's perspective, but I'm not really going to give tips on specifically for females. Females, if you're watching this, pretty much the only thing you need to worry about as far as being a female recruit and recruit training is you'll probably get your period when you're first there, and then you have a lot of bathroom breaks they give you. Obviously you're being counted down and rushed really fast, but you just got to quickly do what you got to do to take care of your lady business. But after you have one, you'll probably get it right when you get there, even if like say you just had it like a week before, you'll probably get it right away, and it's just from the stress and everything. But after that, like, you don't get it. Nobody got theirs for the rest of boot camp because of how much stress they're under. Actually, nobody really got theirs till like the middle of MCT, like after boot leave and everything. Like, everybody got theirs like a week into MCT, and we all got ours at like the same time. It was really weird. But yeah, so as far as that, you don't really need to worry about that. That's like the only female problem you really have. Other than that, drill instructors treat us all the same. You know, male, female, we all get treated the same. So I don't want to hear any of that like bias saying, oh, you know, female drill instructors aren't as hard, because they are just as hard as the male drill instructors, trust me. We're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. We all go through the same training. West Coast. So starting with number 1, it is have thick skin. So obviously you're there to become a Marine. Recruit training is way harder than other branches. Definitely. You should already know that. Otherwise, I don't know why or who sent you to boot camp not knowing that, but we have the hardest training. And yeah, just have thick skin. The drill instructors are gonna say a lot of things to you that are gonna like really get to you. Maybe you just gotta like be able to just shrug it off and just, you know, keep on going. They'll probably like say you're fat or nasty, you're a piece of crap, like you're just a piece of trash or whatever, you know. Like, we always got told we had fat, nasty bodies, and like, I don't even care. You could be like 90 pounds soaking wet, and they'd be like, move your fat, nasty bodies, and like, you can't let that shit get to you, you know. Breaking you down and building you back up is the whole point of recruit training. First phase is definitely the hardest one. First phase is really gonna test you, and that's really gonna be, you're not gonna know why the hell you came there or anything, and you're gonna be questioning why the hell you did this, what I get myself into, all that crap. You just gotta remember why the reasons why you came there in the first place. And what I did was just picturing my family and seeing them on family day and everything, getting to be reunited. Sometimes it's gonna feel like you're just like in a whole nother world, like the civilian world. That's what we call it. Like, the civilian world doesn't even exist anymore. You're gonna feel like just, I don't know, you're just totally cut off from the outside world. So it's gonna be pretty isolating sometimes. So pain and discipline, just remember that. Number 2, nobody cares. Die in silence. Like, it took me a second to realize this, but through boot camp, everybody's going through pain. Like, yeah, some people put out more than others. Love to think that, you know, I was the only one in pain, but no, it's not true. You're not the only one in pain. Everybody's going through the same thing together. Everybody's stressed out. Everybody's freaking out. Everybody's pissed off, whatever, and maybe scared. I don't know. Literally nobody cares. Your drill instructors will tell you that all the time. Like, you'll be like dying, and like me, for some reason, like, sweat used to always go into my eyes, and I was like the only one that had this problem, and I'd just be like wanting to wipe my eyes because I could not see because the sweat would get in my eyes. And you're not allowed to move. You're not allowed to talk or move without them telling you to. You gotta obey all orders. And if you move and touch your face or try to rub your eyes like I did, you get destroyed. So I had to sit there and like clench my eyes, just like my eyes burned. And like my drill instructors always knew this happened to me, I guess, and they would always come up and be like, nobody cares, guys, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. Like, just die in silence. Number 3, do not complain too much. Everybody knows that everything sucks. That's kind of the whole point. Shit sucks, and it's there to make you mentally and physically tough. You don't need to complain out loud or whatever, and like just be extra about it, and just, it pretty much brings everybody down, and everybody loses morale and motivation if, you know, you're next to them saying, oh my god, like, this sucks, like, why are we doing this, like, just do it and shut up and just get through it, you know. Number 4, stay positive. Keep your eyes on the prize. Like I said before, I pictured seeing my family on family day and getting that EGA, and you know, that's why I came there, and for a better life for myself, and then hopefully for my family one day. Yeah, you just gotta, because when you're in, you're gonna lose sight of things. I don't really know how to explain it. You just kind of lose sight of why you came, and you just gotta, you know, if it helps, I heard a piece of advice from somebody else before, write down on a piece of paper why you wanted to go there, and then why you wanted to become a Marine, all the reasons. And then when you're going through tough times, when you're free time at the end of the day, you get an hour of free time every night after training and stuff, go to your Foot Locker and look at that paper. Number 5, don't be selfish. A lot of the times when you get messed up in recruit training is going to be because of the female or the male to the left and your right. Doesn't matter if you completed the mission or whatever the mission was in the training or whatever. Doesn't matter what you accomplished or how well you did. If there's somebody else who down the line who did not, make it or didn't do well or whatever, you all failed. You're as, the saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link. That's true. They're trying to teach you how to work as a team. A team is everything. The Marine Corps, military, whatever. You can't do everything by yourself. You need the person to your left and your right. You have to depend on each other, and you got to help them out. Like, if somebody needs help, you go over and you help them. Like, you're going to get messed up because the person to your left and your right didn't want to scream or didn't want to do everything. They're going to manipulate you to hate each other, and that's how they're trying to tear you down as a platoon, as a unit. They're going to try and tear you down by, making you mad at the person down the row who can't make time or whatever. When they get to 1 and that person's still moving, you're going to get messed up because they kept moving or whatever and they didn't finish in time. Just don't, you can only talk to a recruit so much. They're trying their best and care about your sisters and your brothers, pretty much. Sorry guys, I had to switch locations. I just got sick of sitting there and it was just uncomfortable. But, alright, so number 6 is set yourself up for success, mentally and physically, maybe even spiritually. So mentally, you can only prepare so much. The only thing you can do is just be aware and just be ready for what you're about to go through. Like I said, videos are only going to provide so much information and they can't give you the experience. So when you're actually going through it, just know, like, okay, I'm ready for this. Like, I knew this was going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so mentally preparing yourself, you can only do so much except expect a world of pain and suck. Physically though, there's so much you can do to prepare yourself physically. You need to run a lot. You need to sprint a lot.
Yo, sprint faster right now.
You need to hike.
Free touch! Free touch!
Like, you don't have to, but if you're like bad at carrying crap on your back, heavy ass packs, you need to go like pack a backpack as much as you can. I think the heaviest weight you go to is 75 pounds, and that's not till the crucible. So you're gonna work your way up to that weight. They're not just gonna throw 75 pounds at you all at once. It's gonna start low and pretty light. But yeah, go on hikes and go up hills and stuff, especially if you're going to San Diego. You guys have the Reaper, that huge hill, and I heard that sucks. Like, every West Coast Marine loves to throw in East Coast Paris Island Marines. That, we had it easier because we didn't have that hill. But whatever, just whatever. Do a lot of calisthenics. Calisthenics is like the main thing you do in boot camp. Also, you're going to be lifting your rifle up a lot, straight out, or up high, and that kind of sucks, and you're going to be doing it for a long time. You'll probably, like, when you're in boot camp going through all this, and they're playing games with you, fuck games, don't really want to curse, but they're going to play a lot of fuck games with you, and that's what we call them. Picking up your foot lockers and your shoe display and putting them on your rack, and then sometimes people have to move the rack and stuff, and, like, just constantly putting your foot locker on and off the deck is really annoying. But you're gonna be like getting played with and messed with for like probably like 2 minutes. It's gonna feel like an hour, or yeah, that shit just feels like it draws out forever. But yeah, expect that. A lot of fuck games. That shit sucks and it's annoying. You physically prepare yourself as much as you possibly can. Obviously, there's only so much you can do to physically prepare yourself by yourself, because your drill instructors, part of their job is to push you past your limits. And I know how it is when you're training by yourself or working out by yourself. Most people can't really push themselves that far. They think they push themselves to their limit, but really it's not your limit. You'll be surprised with a little bit of pressure and stress how much you can actually go through. Mainly a lot of running, and get used to that. 2 words for you is buddy rushes.
I don't know why we're taking our time. Hurry up.
That is all. Moving on. Number 7 is be ready to scream
You're making me 4,000.
and move fast. You're gonna lose your voice probably like a handful of times. Give it your all. Your drill instructors are always gonna say you're not, as loud as you could possibly be, even though you think you're your loudest.
She's not screaming.
They're just doing that to get you to keep on putting out and giving more, as much as you possibly can. Just keep it in your mind, the back of your mind. When you think you're in a lot of pain, or your throat hurts from screaming, or you're tired, just think about your drill instructors, because they have to put out like 2 or 3 times as much as you, because they're the ones training you and you get your motivation energy from them. So if they're just dragging ass and everything and not being loud, guess what you're gonna do? Drag ass and not be loud. So they have to put in the double work that you put in. And if you think you're hurting, they're definitely hurting, and they're tired, and they do it with less sleep, and they run way more than you do everywhere in order to train you and push you. And like, I've heard stories of drill instructors, them screaming so much that they literally like rip their vocal cords, and they're screaming with spitting out blood, and they still keep on going. So yeah, so just please scream and move fast, because you're gonna get people messed up, or you're just gonna get yourself messed up if you don't put out. Number 8 is one of my pet peeves, is don't lose your freaking gear. They issue you so much gear, and for some reason, they'll constantly tell you where to put something, like either in your bag or in your foot locker. There's a specific place, and for specific reasons why they tell you to put certain items of gear in certain places, because they know what you're doing tomorrow. You don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but they know what you're doing tomorrow. And if you can't remember that and you keep losing track of where it is, or just some people just lose their stuff. Like, I understand circumstances in certain cases happen, like sometimes when we're being rushed somewhere or whatever, people just kind of like drop their crap. And
Hi, how are you?
they just lose it. Yeah, that happens, whatever. But like, just be responsible with your stuff, because you're gonna get people messed up. And first of all, if you lose your crap, they're gonna make other recruits to your left and your right cough up their crap and give it to you because you couldn't keep track of your stuff. Or sometimes your drill instructors actually have to crap some stuff out for you out of their own personal like gear supply so that you can train, because they're responsible of making sure that you have everything you need to properly train the next day. So yeah, don't lose your gear. Number 9 is don't lie, don't cheat, and don't steal. Your senior drill instructor tells you this on day 1 not to do these things. A Marine never does these things. It's just not in our code of ethics, or warrior ethos, or whatever. Yeah, we don't lie, cheat, or steal. It's not the right thing to do. That's not good. Marines are trained and taught to do good, do everything for the greater good. You volunteered to protect your country, and how are you supposed to do that if you're a piece of crap who lies, cheats, and steals? Just don't do it. Like, do the right thing always. Also, you can get dropped for doing any of these things at boot camp. You can get dropped, and then you have to repeat training that you already did, and I'll get to being dropped later on. That leads me to number 10, actually. Don't get dropped, or avoid being dropped at all costs, because being dropped sucks.
Hi, SpongeBob!
If you get hurt, you get hurt. You can only do so much. Sometimes things just happen if you get hurt, whatever. If you think you need to go to medical and it's pretty serious, or your senior sees, or one of your drill instructors sees how serious it is, they're going to send you to medical, and just, they're going to drop you because they see that, you literally need to heal and take some time away from training to heal so that you can come back bigger and better. So you'll get dropped to FRP, and that stands for, I believe, failed recruit.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Recruit platoon. So that's where you pretty much get dropped to and just pretty much do nothing all day. And the drill instructors are actually pretty cool and pretty chill in FRP, I heard. They're like not as hard on you because, what's that gonna do for a recruit who's like has a broke leg and you're just screaming at them? They can't move, they can't, you have to scream still, I heard, but you don't move as fast. Everything's slow and like it's pretty relaxed in FRP. Just avoid being dropped, because you gotta go to FRP first of all. You gotta wait to be picked back up into a new platoon, and being picked back up in a new platoon sucks because you got a whole new hand of drill instructors. They're gonna mess with you because you were dropped, and it definitely depends on the reason why you were dropped. If you're broke, whatever, they're just gonna call you broke all the time or whatever. But if you were dropped for like lying or something, they're gonna IT you when you get to that new platoon more than everybody else, because they feel that you need way more discipline than everybody else because you got dropped from another platoon. Like you deserve it pretty much in their eyes. Also, you gotta like meet a whole another platoon of recruits, and it just sucks. Like, you made it so far with another platoon and you got used to all those other recruits, and then now you're in a new platoon and now you with all these different people, and it just sucks. Like, just stick with your first platoon. Do everything you can to stick with that first platoon, because that's going to become your family, and it just sucks leaving one family to go meet another one that doesn't really feel like your own, you know? You have to redo all this training that you might have already gone through, and it sucks, especially if you have to redo first phase at all, because first phase is the worst. Like, that, I felt so bad for people who got dropped who had to redo first phase, because first phase just sucks so much. You can be dropped for not meeting their PT expectations and standards. A lot of people get dropped like right away for not passing the IST. I think that stands for initial screening test. That's like where you run 1.5 miles and do pull-ups and sit-ups. If you can't pass that, and you just fail like your initial, like you can just get dropped for not being in shape enough, and you're not meeting the minimum requirements physically. And then that sucks, because when you're an FRP for failing physically, pretty much all you do all day every day is work out. And yeah, so they're trying to get you back into shape so you can pick back up with another platoon. And also another reason why you can get dropped is failing to meet the minimum rifle range marksmanship requirements. So if you unk, like that's what it's called, you unk, you don't meet the minimum of like just at least becoming a marksman, you get dropped for that. So there's nothing I can really tell you to be a good shooter. I don't really want to say go to a range and practice shooting, because you can pick up bad habits there, and you know that could ruin you as a shooter. But just aim straight, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, you have an RCO. You don't have to use iron sights anymore. So I don't know how easier they could have made it for you to shoot good. So just shoot good and don't fail.
As I'm editing this video, I forgot to add number 11. So instead of just making this an odd number, 19 reasons why, I have to like make this video real quick. So freaking number 11 is lose your ego. So pretty much leave your personality, or what you thought was your personality, on the bus. As soon as you step on those yellow footprints, you are whatever the Marine Corps wants you to be. And so freaking just don't go into boot camp thinking you're tougher, better, stronger than anybody. Just clean slate. Just let them build you into what they need to build you in so you can be a good Marine. Definitely don't go in there thinking you're stronger than a drill instructor, because I promise you, for those of you who think like, oh, I'm going to punch a drill instructor, I promise you, all the years of training they have, of McMap and whatever training they've been through, I promise you they can lay your ass out. So just males and female drill instructors, I don't care. They are strong, and they've been doing years and years of training and working out and just becoming a Marine. So just remember, 1 arm's distance, lose the ego, you ain't shit, bitch.
Number 12, this kind of links with one of the other ones, is just be ready to be in a world of physical pain and stress. You should kind of just expect it. Depending on how well you prepared yourself for boot camp, you'll be ready for all the shit that the drill instructors have to throw at you. You'll probably go to bed every night in a world of pain, and when the drill instructors do lights out, it's literally lights out for you. You're just gonna pass out because you're just so tired. Your body's tired, your brain's tired, you know, you're just gonna fall asleep instantly. You're gonna be hungry when you go to bed. You get used to that. Number 13 is shit gets better. Everything will get better. You're not gonna get used to it till like halfway through, maybe. Sometimes it takes people longer. Some people don't adjust and they get dropped for failure to adapt, and then maybe eventually get pushed out, and they just don't make it as a Marine because they're failure to adapt, and they just go and join like the Air Force and the Army or something. But you know, either you got it or you don't. But it does get better, honestly, guys. Just stay positive, like I said before. Your drill instructors will very slowly back off. Eventually, they just don't even bother you. They just let you do whatever you need to do, and just, you know. Just kidding. They don't ever let you alone. They're just gonna, they're gonna constantly be up your ass or over your shoulder. You're constantly like turning your shoulder to make sure, you know, they're not behind you or something, whatever. Number 14 is prepare yourself for the knowledge you're gonna have to know that you learn in boot camp. So basically, if your recruiter didn't already do his job like he's supposed to and prepare you for this stuff, learn your rank structure of the Marine Corps, your general orders, your rifleman's creed, and the Marine Corps hymn. Those are like the biggest things I'd say for me, and maybe the operations of the operations and everything, the components and parts and everything of an M16A4 service rifle. That'll help you a lot, because they're gonna shove this knowledge all down your throat, and you gotta like memorize it. You're constantly screaming ditties and knowledge out loud everywhere you go. They're constantly making you recite like knowledge and facts and stuff, and they're called ditties. You'll see what I mean when you get there. They're constantly making you scream that stuff, so you pretty much memorize it, but some people don't, and if certain things you don't learn, you get slayed, and they put you on the kill list, and later on down the road they're gonna IT the crap out of you because you didn't learn your basic knowledge. You're probably gonna mess up your drill instructor's name, so at least know the difference between a sergeant and a staff sergeant, because that's mainly what your drill instructors are gonna be. I guess sometimes you can have a gunnery sergeant, but yeah. Learn the difference between what those rank insignias look like, and just, I guess, know how to read a name tape, because I couldn't pronounce my one drill instructor's name. Everybody messed it up, and she'd mess us up for that. Don't mess up their billet. Know the difference between your senior and your drill instructor. You have drill instructors, and then you have one senior. Your senior usually will wear a black belt, and she's the one, or he is the one that takes care of you. That's mommy or daddy, they take care of you. So if you call one of your drill instructors a senior, they this is funny actually, like when you request to speak to them, you have to go, good morning staff sergeant blah blah blah, recruit Goss requests permission to speak, and then they say what or whatever, and but if you accidentally say, instead of drill instructor staff sergeant, you say senior drill instructor staff sergeant, they make you go run around looking for your senior, like it's funny, they make you go run around screaming, senior drill instructor blah blah blah, where are you? Like, it's funny. But or if you call like your senior, do not call your senior drill instructor. Please know the difference on that one, because there's nothing worse than letting your senior down, and you really feel like a piece of crap if you call her just drill instructor and forget the senior part, and you feel like a piece of shit. So yeah, don't mess that up. Number 15 is practice making requests. Make requests. First of all, you gotta request to speak to them. So know how to properly. There's certain like sentence you have to do to request to speak to them. Just remember, shorter, louder, faster. Say everything shorter, say everything louder, say everything faster. That's just what they tell you all the time. Shorter, louder, faster. And so you gotta request to speak to them, and requesting to speak to them goes, good morning ladies. You always have to say the proper greeting today. So good morning ladies, recruit blah blah blah, request to speak to drill instructor, staff sergeant, blah blah blah, and then they'll say what, and then you go, good morning ladies. You usually have to say it again. You're gonna give the proper greeting today to Marines so many times, it's annoying, but yeah. And then you have to say good morning ladies again, and then say recruit Goss requests to use the head, and they have to let you go, by the way. They have to let you use the head. They can't just say no. Sometimes they'll say no, but if they ever deny you a head call or whatever, it's usually because you weren't loud enough, or you literally can't go in that moment, like they're doing something that you can't, and they'll try and get you to go to the head as soon as possible. But yeah. Also, when you ask drill instructors questions, you have to say, this recruit requests knowledge on. That's what you say. Number 16 is, if you're falling asleep in classes, stand up and go to the back of the class and sip on your canteen and drink your water, because I'll tell you what, you are going to get messed up if you're falling asleep in classes. If you don't get messed up by the drill instructor who's teaching the class, you're going to get messed up by one of your drill instructors. So you do all throughout recruit training, mainly in first phase and like the last couple weeks of recruit training, you have a drill instructor who's like not your drill instructor. They are a drill instructor, they just aren't picked up in a platoon. Like, they're not running any platoon. Their sole job and purpose in that moment of time is just to teach classes to your platoon. And mine was a male drill instructor. He drill instructor, staff sergeant, I forget his name right now. I really have to think about that. But anyway, yeah. So just don't fall asleep. You get caught catching Z's, they're gonna fuck you up later. 17. Go to church on Sundays if you really need to, like religion-wise. If you need, like I personally haven't always been religious, but in boot camp, I just felt the need to have that source of a higher power or just God in general, and just feel like it gave me motivation and like made my spirits go up a little bit, I guess. And plus, like, that's when you get to like church is also when you get to be next to like your favorite recruits, like who you made friends with or whatever, and you get to, you know, spend time with them and like, you know, comfort each other. A lot of people cry during church and everything after just missing their family or just sick of the bullshit they're going through, just like so hung up and strung up, like just like pissed off. So go to church, but also know that, like me, I always went to church also because I thought if I stayed behind in the squad bay that my drill instructors wouldn't actually give you free time like they're supposed to, and I thought they would just make us run around and do crap and just mess with us and play games and, you know, make my Sunday hell. So I thought, you know, I'd go to church and get that relaxed time. But actually, I wasn't told till way later that they actually do let you alone on Sundays. Like you're supposed to get 4 hours of free time during on Sundays, and you either use those 4 hours to go to church or just stay back in the squad bay and like relabel your gear or do something, like whatever. But yeah, they actually let you alone, so do that. What the fuck is that? It's a fucking animal back there. Alright, so alright, anyway. Number 18, so in receiving, you'll have like this class about like picking banks. Go with Navy Federal. They are way better than all the other banks. Also because you're gonna find many Navy Federal banks on like every base, and you're gonna have, if you're at Paris Island on the East Coast, you have the option to go with Navy Fed or Paris Island Credit Union or something. That bank is only at Paris Island, so if you need to go to the bank for a specific reason, you don't have them anywhere you go. You're always going to have Navy Fed on every base you're stationed at, so just go with that. And also on West Coast, they have Pacific Marines Credit Union, I believe. And again, you don't really have that anywhere. It's like if you're stationed on the East Coast, that's no use to you to have your bank on the West Coast, you know? So just go with Navy Fed. Number 19 is write your family. Your senior is going to tell you right off the bat, please just, well, she's not going to say please, but she's going to say write your family. She's going to give you like this letter, or he is going to give you this letter to send to your family and give you the address to send to your family on, like, she's going to give you this letter to send to your family, stressing how much she advises them to write you, because that's going to, like, you need that source of loving motivation, kind of. Like, you don't really get love, obviously, from your drill instructors. I mean, I don't care how tough you are and you think, you know, I don't need my family, like, I'm here to be some hard charging badass, whatever. Like, yeah, that's what you're there for, but, like, your family comes first and you need them. Like, you're really going to be missing home. You're just going to miss your old life. Good on you if, you know, boot camp wasn't hard for you. So lastly, guys, finally done. This video is probably going to be in 2 parts, by the way, because it's taking way longer than what I thought. Number 20 is request sick call if you need it. If you need to go to medical for any reason, go. Okay, I take that back. Don't go for any reason, because you don't want to risk, like, especially females. Females love to get, well, they don't love to, but it just happens. They hurt their hips. Like, we have bad hips, especially when it comes to going on hikes. That's usually how females hurt themselves, is on hikes. Their hips get broken or fractured or whatever. So if you're just having a little bit of hip pain, like, depending on the severity, if it's severe, go to medical. But if it's just a little bit of aches and pains, that's normal. You're going to be dealing with that. Try to push through all of it. Don't ask your senior to go to medical if you don't absolutely have to go. Because most likely, especially females, if you're going for any hip pain, right off the bat, they're going to make you get an MRI, and just to get an MRI, it takes like a week. And if you miss a week of training or any specific big training events like the rappel tower or gas chamber or rifle range or anything, if you miss any key things like that, or just a week because you're laying up in bed or on crutches, or you can't train, you're gonna get dropped, and you're gonna have to go to FRP, and then restart shit and do shit over that you don't want to do. And so don't go to medical unless you absolutely need to, because some people would try and go just to get out of, like, doing training. Why would you want to get out of training? You're just gonna have to do it eventually. Why would you want to have to restart and do it all over? That's just so stupid to me. Alright guys, so that was 20 tips on getting through Marine Corps, recruit, training, or boot camp, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully this was of use to you guys, or whatever. You can actually, like, hopefully, like, when you're going through, if you're getting ready to ship out or whatever, hopefully, you know, you look back on the tips that I provided for you and you're like, oh gee, wow, this actually helped me. Thanks, Riley. Yeah, so you're welcome. I tried to help you as much as I could and come up with things, and I tried to, like, talk to other Marines and see if they had any different ideas on tips and tricks on how to make your boot camp experience, I guess, easier than what it's going to be. But yeah, I can only remember so much and only come up with so much, so I think 20 is way more than anybody else could probably come up with. Also, I went to boot camp like a year and 4 months ago. That's really not that long ago, but I have bad memory, so I forget a lot of things. So yeah, I just try to give you guys pretty general and helpful tips and tricks. I realized that I've been gone for a while. I've been dealing with work and stressed out, and also I just kind of like let people get to me. Like, just I let work and people just bring me down, and you can't let other people's thoughts and opinions of you and stuff, and like just you can't let stress and everything get in the way of you doing what you want to do. Like, you know, your free time and everything is your time to do the things that you love to do outside of work. And if you're sitting around thinking about work and how you have to go back and everything and dreading it, then you're never gonna like do the things and devote the time to your hobbies that you want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna try to come back and come at you guys with some more videos. I can't guarantee you one all the time, especially like every 2 days like some YouTubers do, but hopefully every week. That's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully come out with a video every week. I don't know, I'll try, y'all. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that crap. Smash the likes button, like, give me a thumbs up. Let's go. And yeah, thank you for watching again. Love you guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
I'm trying to figure out why you're not doing gurgle, because I know we got shot.